right, let's get to work. What is monk mode? Well, that's what we're going to be covering today, and there's a very specific reason that I'm going to be covering it with you today and in many videos coming after this. It's because I recently released a single video about going into monk mode where I asked the question, how much could you get done if you were to shut out the world and focus for a number of weeks? I think it was 9 weeks that I suggested. And that video got a tremendous amount of feedback. I got a lot of people messaging me, asking me questions about monk mode or asking me questions about focus and getting work done. So I wanted to expand upon that video for you, and I wanted to do an entire series on monk mode. Now, I didn't invent the word monk mode. That's been around for a while, since at least 2000. And it is a process, it is a condition, it is a work environment. It's all these great things that allow you to get more done and get things done faster. When you're able to go into monk mode as an entrepreneur, you're able to focus. You're able to make more progress. You're able to get things done faster. You're able to produce better quality work, and you get better results for the people you serve. And that equates to making more money. And that's what it's all about, my friends, making more money by having greater impact. So over these next few videos, I'm going to be sharing with you a complete process that you can follow if you're interested in engaging in monk mode. And I think you really should. For those of you who don't know me, it's Chris Prouty, and for the last 22 years, I have had thousands of paying clients who I've helped grow their businesses by teaching them how to attract clients from the internet and from social media, but not how you might think. And if you're new to my channel, now would be a genius time to click the subscribe button and turn on the bell for notifications so that you get alerts every time I create new content like this. My clients get paid to impact lives, and they come to me because they want to get more clients. They want to get paid more for doing something that they love. So we work together on predictable, repeatable systems to get more clients into their businesses, because they tell me that when they don't have enough people to serve, it can feel very unfulfilling, and they lose the confidence in what they wish to do. But when they have an abundance of clients to serve, they feel fulfilled, they feel confident, and there's a tremendous amount of joy that comes into their businesses. So let's get into monk mode. And let's talk about what monk mode is. I'm going to be creating a series of videos on monk mode. We're going to break this into small chunks for you so that you can absorb and apply, and then move on to the next lesson, absorb and apply, and so on. Instead of overwhelming with just one big long lesson, I'd like to break this up for you. So in this video, I want to answer the question, what is monk mode and what are the benefits of monk mode? And the reason it's called monk mode is because we think of a monk as someone who has a tremendous amount of discipline and can meditate for days and days on end. And we'll talk about discipline and meditation and being able to do things for extended amounts of time during this series. But that's why it's called monk mode. So the very first characteristic of monk mode is eliminating the distractions that exist in your world. You see, distractions are what are keeping you from progress. In fact, there's one study, if I remember this correctly, there's one study that suggests that a single distraction that breaks your momentum, it takes 20 minutes to overcome and rebuild the momentum that you had while you were working. So consider that in the course of 1 hour, if you checked your phone twice, or you checked your phone once and then you hopped onto social media just for a minute, or a kid came bursting into the home office, whatever it is, if that just happened twice, you've lost 40 minutes of that hour, and your productivity is only about 20 minutes for that hour. It doesn't sound very productive to me at all. So being able to go into monk mode, where you're working for an extended amount of time, distraction-free, is going to allow you to simply get more done. There's also a lot of thinking that monk mode, or going into this focused state, rewires your brain. I agree with that analysis. In fact, I was reading a study recently about meditation and how people who can meditate for extended periods of time are able to actually grow the part of their brain that is stimulated by meditation, that's your neocortex, and they shrink the part of the brain that is subject to distraction, your basal ganglia and your limbic system. And we see larger neocortex, smaller basal ganglia, and these people who meditate consistently are able to do that. Well, the same is true if you can focus for extended periods of time, like 4 hours. You're going to rewire your brain so that you can continue to get the kind of results that you'll get by going into monk mode. And speaking of results, another benefit to monk mode, and helps explain what monk mode is that when you can focus for an extended period of time, you're going to produce better work. Just think back to another point that I made where one distraction kills your momentum for 20 minutes. Well, imagine if you didn't have those distractions and you could work distraction-free for extended periods of time. Think about the quality of your work and how the quality of your work is going to improve. Further, when you're able to focus for extended periods of time, you learn faster, you get results faster, you're able to see things more clearly, and new ideas pop into your brain more frequently. Another benefit to monk mode is that very few people actually do it. While a lot of people have heard about it and heard what it is, the number of people who do it is surprisingly small. So it's to your advantage to go into monk mode and to go into this state of focus so that you can outpace your competition who are focused on shallow work, who are doing the things that they could be outsourcing, automating, deferring, deleting, delegating. While they're focused on that nonsense, you're making real progress. And I think that might be one of the biggest benefits of monk mode, is that you can outpace your competition very easily by having that time of focus. One of the things that I love about going into this focus state or monk mode is that it makes me feel really, really good. I do monk mode several times a week, and I'm going to share with you my schedule in this series and how I do it. But when I come out of monk mode, I just feel incredible because I'm working on the things that inspire me the most. I'm always focused on the number one thing that's going to move things forward for me when I'm in monk mode. So monk mode feels good to do, and it also reshapes your world. You know, I'm a firm believer that our world is based on our perception. How our world manifests is based on how we see our world. And it's different for everyone. And one of the things about working in this focused state, especially when you're working on the one thing that is so important to move yourself forward right now, is you tend to work on very meaningful work. And so when you are spending extended amounts of time working on meaningful work, your world becomes more meaningful. When you spend time doing the things that impact lives, well, your world becomes more impactful. And so those are some really great benefits to considering monk mode. And I do these things on a regular basis, several times a week. And again, we'll go through my schedule in a future video, but it's so important for you to consider the impact that this can have on you. So I would highly recommend reviewing this video, thinking about what monk mode could really be like for you and what it would feel like to have that extended amount of time. And by the way, if you are watching this as an entrepreneur or an expert and you're serious about growing your business and you'd like to make things more efficient for attracting clients into your business, I have a free workshop that I would love for you to attend. I had so much fun recording it. It's on demand. All you have to do is give me your email address and I'm going to send you the link to watch that video. And if you go to proutyclass.com, which you'll see annotated on the screen, if you go to proutyclass.com, just give me your email address and I will send you a link to check out that video. Okay, once again, proutyclass.com, and you can learn a way that you can start attracting clients to your business like right away. This is the new way of doing it. It works every single time. So head over to proutyclass.com and check that out. So the one tip that I want to share with you today to help you get into monk mode, to take that first step, is to work on eliminating distractions. Until you get to check out the next video and the next video in this series, Work on eliminating distractions in your world. If you can remember that a distraction is going to kill your momentum for 20 minutes, it will become very easy for you to find those distractions and start to work to get rid of them. Even if you can just work for an hour distraction-free, it's going to have a greater impact for you. All right, so that's going to wrap it up for this quick video. You're going to head over to proutyclass.com or wherever I have that annotated on the screen. You're going to head over there and take that free class. That's going to help make your life more efficient, and it's also going to help you attract more clients into your business, which is something that we all want. And you're going to start to think about monk mode. And while everything that I just taught you is incredibly important, it might not be the only thing that you need right now, which is why I'm going to put a link for another video right here for you to check out right now that's going to help you even further. And of course, if you click on my face, you can subscribe to my channel and get alerts every time I create video content like this. And of course, if you're new to my channel, now would be a genius time to click the subscribe button and turn on the bell for notifications so that you get alerts every time I create new content about growing your business. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. I'm going to hang out in the chat in these videos for just a few minutes, maybe about 20 minutes or so. And I'm going to look at the questions that you have, look at the comments. I will interact with every single one of them. And if you're watching this in the future, of course, I'm going to respond to your comments then in the future. I check in about once a day and I make sure that I respond to everybody who comments. Thank you so much for being with me here today. Come and see the next video that I'm going to be doing on monk mode, and we're going to help you get right down that process to getting better and better at this. Until we speak, it's Chris Prouty. I'll see you in the very next video.